Okay, let's start, I guess. Playing on normal. I'm not that good at the game. Well, I just want to chill, honestly, but like... No, Shrine, it's okay. And you go back to typing. No probs. And Bon Appetit, Shrine. So yeah. Probably not gonna be at it for long, so...
5 wagons grope blindly for the path on a starless night, their master glancing ever upward to the skies for assurance that he is on the right course. A dim lantern his only protection against the encroaching darkness. But the skies bring no comfort, shining no light, betraying no hint of what they know. The caravan carries travelers bound for the frontier hamlet of Gilded Vale, you among them, where a local lord has offered land and wealth to settlers from abroad looking for a fresh start. You have taken suddenly ill, sweating and shivering, and one of the other travelers signals for the caravan master to stop on your behalf. He pulls up just in time to avoid plowing into the trunk of a fallen tree that bars the way ahead. You will go no further tonight.
We will go no further tonight. Okay, let's quickly do the character. By the way, if anyone is still in chat and wants their character to be in here, which I'll be making as soon as I can, please let me know. Sunrise, you're first in the queue. I'll be making you a character as soon as I can. I'll try. Well, I won't make you this anyway, so yeah. That looks like it. Yeah, that looks like me as well. Ooh. Yeah, by the way, the white that wins, yes. Not perceptive, so let's lower this. Yeah, that's gonna be a very bad build, but like I don't care. Intellect, let's make me at least average. I'm not that stupid. But 10 is average. Let's make me 12. You need to fantasize about me being smarter than I am. No, 18 is the max, okay. Um... Move. No, that's good. It's left. Okay, I'm kinda nimble. Let's go with this. This is a good build. This is something that might represent me. I guess. Probably won't. Let's see. Drifter was good. I'm not that though. I like the idea. Oh, what the hell, I'm making a character, not like a picture perfect portrait of me. So I guess let's do it like that.
Yes?
Yes. Okay. That was quick enough. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you. You said the music is loud. I'll. I cannot fix it right now. I'll make it a little lower. When I'm done with this. Reading time. The caravan master finishes addressing the group, his bushy red mustache and sagging jowls quivering as if for emphasis.
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you are planning a stroll through those ruins up there.
He nods toward a looming black mass on the hillside.
Whole area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who would be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks. Tonight, everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared. Gilded Vale's less than a day out. Understood?
At last, the caravan master turns to you, frowning as he looks you over.
Touch of the rumbling rot, could be. There's a stinging beetle round here, carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your innards, unless you don't drink water, course, which case you'll be dead in a day. There's a berry grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry, about the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water.
Carry you up some water. That's an interesting way of seeing things.
I know you want to hunt before it gets much darker, but see about refilling our water first. Got a sick one here.
Where would I find these berries?
They grow on a bush that's common round here, kind of funny looking. You'll know it when you see it. Doubt you'd have to go far off the road to find one.
What are those ruins?
Nothing you won't see on half the hills of Glanfathan. Money to be made selling their knickknacks in Defiance Bay, if you don't mind getting stuck with Glanfathan arrows now and again. They didn't build them, but I'll be the effigy if they don't watch them like a mother bear. Of course, all the ones around here have been ransacked 10 times over. Got nothing left worth half a pawn, so I hear.
Who did build the ruins?
Got different names for them. Settlers called them Ingwithans. Nobody that liked them enough to stop them becoming ruins, tell you that much.
Is it dangerous out here?
Not if you hurry about your business, and not if the weather holds up.
There is concern in his tone. He does not elaborate. What kind of weather do they get out here?
This time of year, rain mostly, and wind. But there's a different kind of wind out here time to time. Locals call it a beawick, born out of the ether, the spirit's path. Never seen it myself, never cared to.
What are these huge rocks coming out of the ground?
They don't got Audra where you come from? Well, it just grows up out of the ground like this. Goes deep like tree roots. Some of it all the way to the heart of the world, you believe the stories. It's more like a shell than a proper rock. Easier to work if you're a mason. Got all kinds of strange properties. Seems to have some kind of life of its own. Dies if it gets dug up. Loses its luster. Folks think it probably grew at one point or another, but not these days. The soul butchers in Defiance Bay use it for different things. I've heard tell it can hold a man's soul, but I don't care to see it. Got enough to worry about without seeing something like that.
Well, go see about these berries then.
Hold on. Take someone with you. I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot, not like most of this lot. But you drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got a schedule to keep.
He scans over the travelers, resting his eyes at length on a sturdy, armor-clad woman who has spent the journey's night sleeping on uneven ground without blanket or pillow.
Kalisha. Kalisha!
The woman looks up on her own time.
He needs to find some springberries. Watch that he doesn't drop dead.
No promises.
What kind of guide says something like that?
Kind you can afford.
Don't listen to her. You're in good hands. And I pay too well, if anything.
Well, they don't pay me too well, if anything.
Off with you. Hayden should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country. Get your berries and hurry back. And if you get so much as a tickle of wind, you drop everything and you run. Something in the air tonight. If it's a beawick, we'll shelter in the ruins. Hut dwellers be damned.
You heard the man. Let's get going before you keel over.
Okay, so... less loud, I guess. I don't know how not loud. Like this maybe, I don't know. Might as well put effects to like a little lower as well. And the voice. Maybe the voice a little louder.
I'm here. I suppose it can't be helped.
I haven't played this in a while. Let's have a cute pig on us as well.
Anyone need supplies? I've got sundries for sale.
Oh, okay. You see a man wearing simple but mostly neat clothes. He's transfixed, however, by a ragged tear in the seam of his tunic.
Brought a whole wagon full of goods to sell, but not enough shirts for the road.
Scratches one cheek with his knuckles. It's covered with uneven stubble, as if he hasn't quite gotten used to shaving on the road.
Say, is there anything you need? I've got some basic traveling supplies for sale if you'd like to take a look.
Who are you, anyway?
I'm a trader, originally from the Adir Empire, but I've been trying to establish new business out here. Life on the road has brought some unexpected challenges, to be sure. And I'm sure you've noticed how prickly the locals can be. But we're here to make the most of things, right?
I might as well try. My thoughts exactly.
Something else you need? Looks like we're settled for the night.
Let's ask you a little bit more. Tell me about the Adir Empire.
It's not as big as it used to be, but it's still big. The mainland is a continent northwest of here, but the colonies used to include Raed Saris and the Deerwood. About 150 years ago, Deerwood won its independence from the Empire, a fact our companions are quick to remind me of.
Gives you a lopsided grin and nods at the other scattered caravanners. How you say it? Okay, let's just ask you this one and go on. Why'd you move all the way here?
Because it seemed friendlier than Raed Saris? My brothers took over the family mercantile business a few years ago, and there wasn't enough for me to do back home. I moved out to try and expand.
He shrugs. Deerwood is a former Adir colony, so it seemed like a good place to start. As much as I admire the Red Saren's work ethic, they've always struck me as a little fanatical. Sounds reasonable enough. Out here, I'm just taking it one day at a time. We need some lockpick. We have... But we're not gonna need anything else from here. Let's just deal with the lockpicks for now.
I'm here.
The game isn't gonna be very... Wait. Scroll speed. Let's make the scroll speed a little higher. Yeah, we have that over here. It's not like the game is gonna be like very difficult anyway at this point in time.
Stay quiet.
Not sure how I feel about this.
Yes, let's
Hope that helps.
like that. We're not gonna need that yet. Not now. Let's go on.
I'll have your water soon enough. Stream's not going anywhere.
Oh, yes it does. I don't have much time left.
Let's check by those outcroppings.
And here's the berries. No, it's not the berries. The berries should be somewhere here. This path winds through a narrow canyon.
We shouldn't stray too far.
Back the way you came. Thank you. Grooves in the road mark the passage of hundreds of caravans. But then you. Oh, hello. First combat encounter. Disable. We're not condoning animal abuse.
Absolutely.
This is it.
Here are the berries. They're kind of a mystery to the rest of the caravan. There's some kind of wonder the way you hear it. Hmm. That's... Sure, I wander into the lives of fools, talk them out of their money, and wander back out. Yeah? How's it you happen to come here? Eventually they cut wise and chased me out of town. Hazard of the lifestyle, I suppose. I had to expect it was a possibility, no matter how much I didn't want it to be that way. Alicia breathes in her surroundings. Been a long time since I've been this way. I always did like it. Lord Roderick's offer. Makes a girl think, I'll give him that. You're here to settle like the rest of the lot. It's a hard offer to pass up. I don't find many offers like it in these parts, believe me. Got some big plan in store? Getting filthy rich. Ah, a man after my own heart. May your life be better than mine. Anyway, I'm wasting time here. Odamal, give me an earful. Let's be on our way. Let's just really quick talk to her. Why are you here? Alicia signs unevenly. Her eyes search the ground at her feet. My sister moved out here some time back. She sent me a letter. Seemed worried, but that's how she always is. This time though, she asked me to come out, and that's got me a little worried. I haven't seen her in ages. Doing guide work in a shamadal. But I'd do anything for her. Well, she's a much better woman than me. So I'm here and we'll see. Odom I've worked before. Odom I've worked with before. Doesn't usually drive a route this way. But he's doing it for me. Tell me about yourself. I've got simple needs. I like open skies and far horizons. I find work that lets me live that way. My family wanders too. We started in Deerwood, but my parents ended up in the Living Lands. Got a brother in Rawatai and another in Edir. My sister in Gilded Vale. She's the only real homebody. Right, let's get back to camp. I don't care about Deerwood that much. You know, I wouldn't hold my breath that Sparfell's getting you water anytime soon. Does what he feels like when he feels like it. We should check up on him first. Slap him around a little. Seems just down that way. Come on, let's get you your water. Let's get you your water. Slurring my words. Let's get me water. And here's the stream. It sounds like it anyway. More scroll speed. Let's do a 5 and... No, 5 is good. Do I have anything here? Oh. Hello. Travelers, maybe. Or looters. Or bandits. Bad sign anyway if you figure it. The corpse is cold to the touch, and a ripe smell wafts from it in putrid waves. A dark, crusted bloodstain besmirches its simple linen clothes. Oh. Loot that guy. Doesn't need clothes anyway.
What a surprise. Sparfle went hunting. At least he left the water skins. Come on.
Crouch at the riverbank and dip your water skin into the cool water, while Kalisha waits nearby, keeping watch. As you rise, you notice her look up sharply towards the tree line. Out of the trees emerges Sparfle, one of the guides, barely discernible in the dim moonlight. No longer carries his bow, and there is strangeness to his gait, his stride wobbling as he moves towards you with a labored breath.
Sparfle? Are you alright?
Sparfle's toe catches on a rock, and he collapses forward in a heap, feathered shaft of an arrow planted between his shoulders like an enemy flag.
Ambush!
Oh, hell no.
Hmm?
That doesn't sound like adult videos. It doesn't.
Come on, we have to get back to camp.
At once.
Amazing time, ain't it? But we're not going to the camp.
Stay quiet.
Oh. A disappointer. I didn't know I was kinky. Well, I don't know how to work the disappointer, so I'm not gonna be using it probably. I have to be better with the game. Oh, and the camp is not looking too good. That sounded painful. Wait, how are you still alive? It's okay, you can... You'll have to go to sleep anyway soon. Or you can go sleep right now.
Absolutely.
If you're done enough with the typing thing, report. All around you lie the massacred remains of other travelers, peppered with arrows and knife hilts, splayed and bug-eyed and filthy. Alicia puts the back of her left hand to her mouth, as if to ward away some poisonous vapor. A handful of dark figures stands above the fallen, treading on limbs and backs and heads, jerking their axes from bodies as if from half-split logs. One of them, towering and severe, with a thick beard tasseled with knots, holds a wet blade at the neck of the man you recognize, Eodan, the last of your caravan left standing. Lay down your arms, trespasser. Do not forfeit this man's life for a fight you will lose. We have not trespassed, we merely wish to pass through. Your words carry no weight when I have seen the truth with my own eyes. Blood must be paid for this intrusion. So I say again, lay down your arms. Do not trust them. They mean to kill us all. Okay, I'm not intelligent enough. I'm not perceptive enough. Well, that's fine. Rush the man before he can react. Her surprising speed catches the man off guard. He hurls Heodan out of the way in hopes of buying himself time to defend your charge. Heodan, man. Good on you. Okay, you throw him, you frenzy him, then move away. Yeah, I probably should. Yeah. Let's blind you and hope things work.
I'm here.
And you're dead. Your enemy lies supine on the ground, unable to rise. His companions now silent among the other dead. His breath comes in wheezing, fitful gasps. He looks not at you, but the sky above you. Forgive us. Barely audible beneath his choked sighs, a whisper of wind stirs the air. At this, the man's eyes roll back as he closes them. Good. Good. The gods are just. A queer smile crosses his face. I am ready. The wind begins to swell, whipping around the camp, electric and volatile, upending pots and rattling tins like an angry spirit. You can feel it begin to seep beneath your skin, and where it pierces you, it feels as though it's rending you apart from within. Seated against a wagon wheel amidst the howling maelstrom, lashed across chest and bowel, Odama's body stirs, and with great effort he raises his sagging head, his eyes barely open. He looks directly at you.
Get inside! Run!
Let's get inside and run. Because the soul storm has arrived. Straining against a gale that threatens to pull you off of your feet with every step, you set your hands in the worn fold of weathered rock and set about pulling yourself up to the precipice. Up the precipice, whatever. With a last burst of energy before your arms give out, you swing yourself up onto the ledge. Theoden trails behind, slowed by injury and delayed by early hesitation. As he nears the face of the rocks, one of the fallen attackers who'd been feigning death lunges for Theoden and topples him onto the rocky ground. Restrained, Theoden lashes out against his fatigued assailant, but struggles to break his hold. They're close to you. Despite the wind, from your position, if you were to throw your weapon at the attacker, you would have a good chance at hitting your mark. Well, let's throw it. Your aim is true, and the hit jars Theoden loose. Lurching to his feet, Theoden clambers up the wind. Lurching to his feet, Theoden clambers up the base of the rocks. As he nears the top, however, the wind flares, pulling him sideways and tearing one of his hands free. But diving out onto the hard rock, you manage to catch hold of it. Securing his other hand, you pull with waning strength, and it feels as though your arms will be jerked from their sockets, but they hold just long enough for Hayden to set his feet and join you on the trembling edge. There's a deep resonance to the swelling wind now. You feel it in the rocks beneath your feet, and inside the cavity of your own chest, as though it would shake the marrow from your bones. Each new gust menaces the old stones before you, loosening connections, unsettling balances. As you dart beneath the old archway, the entire portal begins to fall beneath its own weight. And that's one part of the prologue done.
I'm here.
Was that?
A Bewick. Had to be.
Then we're lucky to be alive.
And we're the only ones.
We can't stay here. There could be another collapse. We're not getting out that way anyway. Let's get further inside.
Yes?
Let's get further inside. Let's go double speed, in fact. Why not?
That should be far enough. But what now?
We look for another way out. Storm has to die sometime.
What about everyone else in our caravan? Lisha's lips press together and her chin rumples. Her voice is faint. The wheels got hold of them now. She looks up. Gods grant them better luck in their next lives. What happened out there? Alicia shakes her head. Windstorm, of a kind they only get in Air Glanfathan. Not too many people live through them, so it's hard to know what's true. Glanfathan word is Beowak. Them it's the gods' way of reaping the souls of the land that couldn't find their own way out. But they'll take a living soul as soon as a dead one. They'll get yours. Who attacked us? Glanfathans. Those would be the hut dwellers Odama warned you about. Look to be fangs of Gallowayne who are the twitches of the lot. They go ruin to ruin looking for fights with colonists. Poor Odama. I think he half expected this once we lost the main road. Glanfathan said we trespassed in the ruins. I don't believe that. Odama would never allow it. As much as the fangs are hotheads, Glanfathans don't attack without being provoked. Either they saw something or got the wrong idea, or... She glances down the passage beyond. Or there's looters in here with us. That's not something we need right now. Don't seem too upset about all this. Alicia looks you in the eye, a volatile current running beneath her voice. Maybe you just don't know me enough to know what upset looks like. Maybe I've seen worse too. Seen worse and kept on walking, because there's nothing else to be done, and because there's other people you care about who still need you. Let's get going. Let's get going then.
Wonder who was here. See if they left anything useful behind.
Okay. No problem. Supplies. Stuffs. Weapons, nice. Which we're not gonna be using anyway right now, but... A trembling, sickly creature emerges from the dark, clutching a spear. Knobby elbows and thin ribs show through its scaly flesh, but you recognize it as a Zara. It watches you it watches you cautiously, breathing in ragged sighs. Raise your arms and stand so. The creature cocks its head and approaches you, a soft clicking sound emanating from the back of its throat. The creature sniffs around you and finds nothing of interest. Steps back and resumes its defensive posture. It's okay, I won't hurt you. The Zara recoils, fingers still wrapped tightly around its spear. The creature cocks its head and approaches you. Again. Slowly back away. Okay. Slowly back away.
Those tiles look suspicious. Let's be careful.
Quietly now.
Are we perceptive enough to... Trap detected. Yes, I am perceptive enough. What's my perception, by the way? 6? Yeah, that's too much.
I'm here.
Oh.
Hope that
Wait.
helps.
Oh.
I'm here.
But my
There you go.
mechanics aren't good enough.
There you go. There you go.
Well, I can disarm something,
Interesting.
which is good. I can go about my way, I guess.
There you go.
Let's wonder a little
I'm
bit
here.
more.
Worth a look.
Oh. Maybe you can disarm all of that. Yeah, but he cannot see all the traps. That's fine.
Yes?
Those symbols. Just like the tiles.
Quietly now.
Hmm. Let's not read it. Maybe a little too much time on reading. Oh. Amazing. This guy is too good against us.
Absolutely.
Take the loot.
Where'd that slime come from?
A viscous slick of something dark and tar-like runs down this wall. Shapes and bulges and hues suggest that something lies beneath it, but you can't tell what. Let's clear off the ooze. He rinse the ooze away, revealing an intricate relief of a man's face. The sunburst surrounding it has chipped away in places, but the details of his head, from the tight curls of hair to the ridges of his pointed ears, still showcase remarkable craftsmanship. One eye socket is empty, a gem fills the other.
I'll be quiet.
So, it's probably in here, but
I'm here.
I cannot see it.
What you need?
I'm here.
Okay, these aren't that. No, okay, that's fine. You won't be needing that.
Yes?
Oh. Haven't checked you before. Oh well. No gem, we're not gonna... Oh, that probably opens the door. The gem is probably over here somewhere. Yeah. And Glitz Relief Gem. And Tattered Journal. This small folio is torn in several places, and blood has soaked into several of the sheets. One later entry is still legible, however. I can't believe my luck. A few rounds of dice and I've got my hands on a genuine Gwithan artifact. Fellow who had it said it was a pretty nothing as far as he's concerned. He is not willing to go digging in some ruins. But if he's right about this gem leading to a hidden treasure, then that's worth sneaking past a few painted elves. I'll head to Celant this morning. Then it's just a matter of finding this relief he was talking about. Well, you're not gonna need that anymore. Put the gem in its socket. The chamber begins to rumble. Stray rocks dancing across the tile floor. Finally, a large section of the wall gives way. And we have these guys. Or is it just one of them? Really? That's not too bad. let's take this. We're doing good.
Wait. Wait. Do you hear that?
Oh. Amazing. Not off to a very good start. It's okay, no way we can lose.
Certainly.
Just for that.
Take a look at the wall. Think we could get through?
Mean we can. Crack runs along the wall from the floor, from floor to ceiling. A light gust of air passes through it. Use the hammer and chisel to weaken the wall. Set to work. Cracks lengthen and widen with your efforts, but the process is more taxing than you'd expected. Sweat beads your forehead and your muscles begin to ache. And continue chiseling. For several long moments, you begin to see the light on the other side. With one final tap, several blocks of stone shift and tumble loose, clearing a gap just wide enough to pass through.
I could scout ahead, see what's around the corner.
No, we don't know. We don't need around the corner. We just need to... We just need to. And we're gonna be good. Because why not?
At once. I'd be glad to.
We're too amazing and we're getting out of here.
Fresh air in here. I think we found an exit. Sounds like the storm path, too.
And we're about the stuff again. Hello, spiders. We don't condone animal abuse. No one in the stream does. If there's anyone in here, yes, but like, yeah. That was quick.
At once.
Check over here. Check over here quickly. A helmet. That is useless to me. Okay. Before we go to Gilded Vale, let's just finish this up and maybe we're gonna be done for now. Four figures stand before an otherworldly apparatus, an ancient structure of chiseled adra and metallic veins, ominous and looming like a silent observer. Standing motionless in their midst, what appears to be a human body colorless as stone, or the ash. The other figures gaze upon it, what might be contemplation. From your vantage point, you are well obscured from their view. The figure closest to the machine stands out among them. A thick, gray beard frames a face otherwise hidden beneath a metallic mask. His faded robes are embroidered with a runic language unlike anything you have ever seen, and he wears a strange black headdress with two protrusions that jut out like the wings of some malevolent creature.
Oathbinder, bear witness, and see this man has kept his word true to his last breath, full to his blood's last drop. Guide his soul, queen that was, and regard it among your favored. Let his life by the key be his confession. Let his death by the key be his absolution. May he walk the world ever free of the crushing weight of the book. Your brother has done his part, and you have seen the power of his contribution. I will accept no further hesitation from the rest of you. In the sight of the queen that was, will you fulfill the oath? Will you take your place beside your brother in the endless esteem of her memory that is without flaw? Step forth and be assured of the great worth of your life's course.
That doesn't look good. For an instant, the apparatus goes quiet, and the air is still. Then, all at once, it erupts with a concussive surge. Light floods your vision, and you're knocked to the ground. Your head snaps back as you land, and pain wells into the back of your skull, washing your last thoughts away into the black, unconscious void. You open your eyes to a different place, another time. You stand in a circular room, grand and domed, its walls lined with adra and trimmed with copper. The style is ancient, but the chamber is unweathered. At the far end of a great pillar of adra pierces the floor. At the far end, a great pillar of adra pierces the floor from below, its shimmering texture giving the illusion of boundless depth. Encircling the pillar is an apparatus much like the one you have just seen, but immense and multifaceted and intertwined. Your thoughts are yours and not yours, and they seem to exist before you think them, and they are all questions. Pressing questions, troubling questions, questions that must be answered or... At the base of the pillar now, you see a man with a thick grey beard and ceremonial robe, crowned with strange ornamental headdress. You know this man. You are walking towards him now at a pace that is hurried, while trying not to appear so. You have something you want to ask him, one question above all, and the question spins madly in your mind. And they are all ash. You awaken to find your malaise is broken, only to be replaced with something far more concerning. Faint whispers are audible at the edge of your hearing, like a ringing in your ears that does not subside. Movement flits through your periphery. When you turn to look, you can see no sign of whatever it was. Find your gaze regularly darting this way and that, an involuntary paranoid tic. This is a sickness. It may be dangerous to go without treatment for long. Figures at the machine stand frozen in place, flesh and blood replaced by cinders and ash. The man who led them is nowhere to be seen. Theoden and Kalisha lie bloody on the uneven cobbles, their bodies twisted unnaturally in death. You are alone and far from help. Gilded Vale may be your best hope of receiving treatment before things get worse. Come on. Well, sorry guys, I'm gonna loot you. And now we're seeing stuff. Sorry guys, can I talk to you? Oh no, you disappeared. Hey, are you awake? Oh no, you disappeared as well. And we're having someone on the pyre. Amazing sight, whatever that was. This massive structure is formed of stone, adra, and copper, and covered in strange glyphs. The air around it vibrates with unusual energy. Well, that is all for now, and I guess it's just all for now. I guess. Thanks everyone who's been here. But I have to go, I guess. So we're gonna end the stream. Thank you, Sunrise, for being here. Thank you, Shrine, for raiding me, for raiding my ass. I'll be waiting for more raiding of my personal behind. That's okay. And that'll be all for now. Adventure. Oh. It's okay. It is a bit weird to say, but that's fine. We're done for now. Let's remove the volume. And see you next stream. Take care. Good time of day. And bye.
I'll get you next time.